sweater on. Yeah, I know it's not, the holiday's over, but I'm still on that mood. So I'm just out here and I'm thinking, shout out to Brittany, bumped into me, said, I know you. I was like, know me? Where you know me from? Did I do something wrong? She said, no, I watch your YouTube channel, so you never know who you may bump into. Anyway, don't need to know the location. Just they'll be seeing you on the street and stopping you. Anyway, I want to come out here and talk about disrespect. Abusive relationship. No, I'm not getting into that, but it might lead to some of those information. Disrespect. What does disrespect mean? And why do we always tolerate it, nurses? Speaking of that, the other day, I'm not changing the subject, I'm getting back to that. The other day, there's so much people, not only on YouTube, but there are so much people that just going to the extreme about this mask. I was in the airport the other day. Everybody had a mask. On the plane, they had a mask. I'm thinking, what is going on? I know the virus is out there and everything, but the mask that they wearing, they may feel comfortable. I'll give them credit. They feel comfortable that it's preventing them from catching anything. And some of the people really need a mask because they sit next to you and they be coughing. I decided I love the window seat, but I don't like it anymore. I rather the aisle because somehow these people don't know how to get up. When the planes stop, I want to get off. I don't want to sit and watch everybody coming off the plane. And the people on the aisle and the people in the middle don't want to get up and move. So I'm stuck in the window seat, looking out the window. I don't need to look out the window anymore. That's my gripe for today. Anyway, so disrespect. And the reason why I bring this subject is I had an incident happen to me. Yeah, everything that happened to me, I try to bring it to you into an example so that you can learn, so that you can navigate around and keep yourself safe. You know, in nursing, they said we should always be polite. We should always care. We should treat everybody as one. We should give respect where respect is due. When the patient family member, high up CEO family member comes in, we should go the extra mile. And we do. But I was thinking the other day, what about the nurses? Shouldn't they get a little bit of respect? You know, some days I feel like Rodney Dangerfield. If you don't know him, if you're too young, he's the guy that always talk about, you know, he has this tie, whatever, and I want respect. And he never get respect. That's what he's famous for, trying to get respect. I feel like him. So I end up at a location, and the people that I work for so many years, and I tolerate a lot, and yes, they disrespect me most of the time because, hey, it's not an isolated case. It's all the nurses get it all their life. They just have to grandfather, this is it. This is what you're going to tolerate. If you don't want it, then you move on. So, like I said, a position that I apply for, you know, I'm a psych nurse, and some days I do med surge and rehab, and I can't do oncology. I don't like orthopedics. Not because I couldn't do it. It's a learning curve, but I don't feel comfortable in those roles. I'm comfortable just being a psych nurse. I work with kids and I work with adults. And sometimes I work in the detox facility, the methadone clinic. I can do that. That's all in the realm of psych. Nursing home, all in the realm of psych. So when you throw me in to another position, what you asking me is to be the kind of nurse that's going to cut corner, the nurse that really her license is going to go up in a situation. She's going to make a lot of mistake. And I don't want to be in that position. So when I arrived, they told me I'm going somewhere else. And I have been trying to get into this position, and I got the job, and they wanted to float me to another unit at the hospital when I got there that day. And I said, no, I don't feel I can be an effective nurse going on that particular unit. Oh, you're just gonna, you just give a little meds, and it was an oncology unit. Give a little meds and IVs and stuff. No, I do not think I could be an effective oncology nurse. I don't have that background, chemo and all that. No, I'm not crossing that line. You have to think about your license. That's the bottom line. My sheet. Excuse me. You have to think about your license. That's the bottom line. Nobody is thinking about it for you but you. And if you want to keep working, you want to maintain this career for as long as you can, you got to look out for you. And you have to know when to say no. Sometimes saying no, they're going to get upset. So this lady come, well, you should go home. I said, okay. Calmly. I want it peacefully, because you don't want them to say you're an angry black woman or you have an attitude. They love to say that when you speak up. You have an attitude. And it's not a black thing. It's just a nurse thing, or it's just a people thing. When you speak up, they think you have an attitude. You could go home. As a matter of fact, you could go home in a very condescending, disrespectful way. And I said, yes. But when I tell you, even though I'll be honest, and I said yes, I was going like this. Jesus, you know I need the money. Jesus, I'm a poor nurse. I need that. Don't let her send me home. But I couldn't show it. See, I'm coming at you being real. I couldn't show it. But I had to stand up. Brave it. If she sent me home, I was prepared to go home. She went and started talking to some people, and then she come back. Oh, you could go on psych with geriatric psych nursing home. Hello, welcome back, Patrice. But you going on night shift. See, they will try to punish you. To punish you. They know they needed me. They know they were desperate. So why send a nurse home when we could use her? Now, to flip it, they make sure I feel the pain, because night shift, if you don't know it, is not my shit. I cannot stay awake. 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, I'm sitting in the front of the camera like this. I can't stay awake. And they know it. That's why I never take night shift. I'm always on day shift. But that's their way of punishing me. So I had to do it. And I did it. And every day I said, oh, let me just finish this assignment. 13 weeks. I got to finish this night shift. I got to go straight to bed. I can't be on Google. I can't be looking up stuff online when I get in the hotel. I got to go straight to bed. And I did it. And I finished it. And I'm so happy I did. So I wanted to go over 4 disrespectful ways you are treated, nurses. It could be in your abusive relationship. And when I say abusive, any nurse who willingly at this time takes somebody to beat them up, they need to go seek help. I don't know how to get around that. That's the bottom line. verbal abuse nurses. And I noticed that we as nurses, we have this heart. We love everybody. We care about everybody. We open our arms and our heart, and we try to want to change people. And those type of guys, lady, we attach to those needy guys. I was sitting that same night working night shift, and the nurse, I just met her, and she told me her whole life story. She was dating these guys, and all they want. She's spending all the money and they have nothing to give her in return. And I noticed that with nursing, we are attracted to those guys. Maybe we're not attracted, but they find a way to infiltrate our lives and make us think that we need them, we care for them. They're like a patient to us and we can't even see it. Take those blinders off, nurses. Guys, it happened to you too. You will, because of your heart, male nurses, you get attracted to these female. So be careful. You know the kind of heart you have, the caring heart. You know it. Dishonesty. I don't tolerate it one bit. As a matter of fact, when someone lied to me, when it happened, I just walk away. That's it. That's all I can say about that subject. Disrespect. We spend our whole life, we hear it in nursing school, how we should be treated, how we should treat the patient, how this is how we do it as a nurse. But in reality, it's not a two-way street. Nurses, we don't even treat our own correctly. We don't even respect our own. So how do we think that other people will treat us? So this is a touchy subject. So however you deal with it, I would like to know. A bad job. Hello. We know what that means. If you feel that's a bad fit, then you need to walk away. The money may be good. Oh, they paying you $75 an hour. But if it constantly grind on you, if it causes mentally distress, see, the bottom line is you take away people's choices. You threaten them, you harass them. You know, people have a way of doing it without others knowing. And they say file harassment suit and all that. You don't have to do that. I'm not saying it's you can do that if you can prove it. But if you feel like this is not working out for you, find another job. I know it's hard for us nurses to leave that good paying job. I'm telling you, this is how I was. I didn't want that lady send me home. I didn't want that man send me home. I wanted that. I came there to work at the hospital. So I had to suck it up. And I hate that feeling that I had to suck it up and work 13 weeks in agony, distress, can't eat, just feel so annoyed, depressed, because I'm in a situation because I did not save. I'm in a situation because my debts outweigh. That's the bottom line. I'm a poor nurse, and a poor nurse need to manage her money, and a poor nurse need to work. So all that myth, this is 2020, that you have all this money, you don't. You need that job, but you got to find your happy place. Find the job that is respectful to you, because they want you to respect them and respect others. I told you about the incident I had, another job, and he was from a culturally different, and in his culture, he wanted respect. All the nurses, the female nurses should respect him. And the moment I said something, it was out of line, he was able to put the force down. And I had to walk away from that good paying job. I don't want to keep walking away. I want to work it together. I want as much respect as they want. And I'm going to darn well give my patient respect. I'm going in there and do my best And I want the best for you nurses, and I want to be treated with respect. I got the Rodney Dangerfield syndrome. We all have it, and we can't get it what we want. So in order to do that, we have to learn to support each other. We have to come together as a team. As a team, we become stronger. And only in strength that we can make a difference. And that's why I wanted to come out and bring this small segment of session for you, especially for the new nurses, the nurses that's coming in, the nurses that are experienced. We got to give them a chance. If they make a mistake, we got to show them the way, the new nurses. And it starts by respecting your CNA. Because if you don't respect your CNA, there's no way you can respect your own nurses. That's the bottom line. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Likes and comment get me noticed in YouTube. Subscribe. Have a wonderful day and night in your city or your state or your country. Thank you. Let's go,